Hi everyone and welcome to It's All a Big Puzzle, a video guide to the Press Code and South African media law. The sources of this video are the Press Code, the 2019 edition, the Press Council and Mr. Johan Retief's Decoding the Code, as well as an in-depth study of South Africa's media law. In a constitutional South Africa, the best place to start a discussion about media law and regulation would be the Constitution. Section 16 of South Africa's Constitution gives us the right to freedom of expression. Section 10 deals with human dignity and Section 14 with the right to privacy. These rights are equally important, and when we exercise our right to freedom of expression, journalists should do so in a way that does not unjustifiably infringe on other constitutional rights, such as the right to dignity or privacy. The preamble to the Press Code acknowledges that the media exists to serve society. Johan Retief writes as follows: "Along with your freedom goes responsibility and accountability." The Code's preamble states that the media's work must always be guided by the public interest. But what is the public interest? If information is of legitimate interest or importance to citizens, it is in the public interest. In this respect, consult page 11 of Decoding the Code. Retief distinguishes between hard news and soft news when considering the difference between information that is interesting to the public and information that is in the public interest. Soft news may contain information that is not necessarily in the public interest, but that is interesting. Good examples include events coverage or schools news. Good news, so to speak, that does not reflect badly upon anyone does not have to be in the public interest before it is published. Soft news can be published simply because it is interesting and people like to know it. Hard news, on the other hand, is news that incriminates anyone and is published only if it is in the public interest. Retief defines this as a quality and quantity consideration. Quantitatively, something is likely to be in the public interest if it affects many people. Qualitatively, an issue that affects people deeply will probably be in the public interest. On page 12 of Decoding the Code, you will find the gist of the code and our values. We strive for the truth. We avoid unnecessary harm. We reflect a multiplicity of voices in our coverage of events. We show a special concern for children and other vulnerable groups. The media exhibits sensitivity to the cultural customs of readers and the subjects of reportage. Lastly, the South African media acts independently. See pages 12 and 13 for a more detailed discussion. Let's get to the code.